Good morning, my friends. Welcome to class. Let's get started. Good morning. This is Foundations of English for August 31st, 2020. Today is all about organizing and showing you the organization of the class. We're going to go through last week, which was week 2. Remember, week 1 didn't have any course content. It was just your module in your homeroom. And then week 3 is this week. We're going to go over the assignments for this week. We're going to do an activity together, part 1 and part 2. You're going to get it started in class and then finish it on your own, and then I'll show you your independent work. All right, in Classroom right now, you should have a week 2 organizing document. Please go there and open it now. All right, this is your organizing document. Now this has a list of all of the assignments that we have done from week 2. Again, that was last week. Most of them, as you can see, were in ReadWorks. There's 4 Book of Knowledge assignments, the Reading Mindset Snapshot that you did on Monday, the Quill Diagnostic from Wednesday, 2 assignments in Google Classroom, and then that quizzes on Friday that you took. So these are all the things that you need to have completed before today. Now you can use this document for last week to go back and make sure you check everything off and make sure you check off that you attended each of the days of class. But really this is to show you what's already been done, and then we're going to move forward into our week 3 document. Now at the bottom of the table there's an attendance record. That's just to keep track of the days that you've been present, and if you were not present in our live class, what you did in order to make up for that daily attendance. And if you're not sure how to do that, please talk to me. Usually it's just completing the assignments from that day. All right, this is the week 3 overview. So this week, these are all of the assignments we're going to do. You can see that there are usually 2 to 3 assignments a day. You don't really need to worry about any other assignments but the 2 that are for today, and we're going to talk about those in a little bit. The one thing I do want you to look forward to down at the bottom is that on Friday, you're going to have an opportunity to take the quizzes from last week over again. So we took it for a quiz grade on Friday. If you do not like your score, or if you weren't here to take it, then you need to show up on Friday in the live class and you'll have a chance to retest. Make sure you're practicing. If you're happy with your score from last week, you don't need to do anything. You can just keep the score that you have, and this week will be a week off from quizzes. All right, let's dive into part 1. In Google Classroom, you're going to open up the assignment labeled Activity 2. Now we're going to be talking about an article this week, and the article is about scientific research about practice and what it takes to build greatness in any subject, really. And to start, you're going to share some opinions. So you can see 4 statements here. You're going to rate them from 1 to 5. 1 is I strongly disagree, 5 is I strongly agree, 3 would be I'm not sure, I'm kind of in the middle, and then 2 and 4 would be agree and disagree, respectively. So the first one, people are born great. You either got it or you don't. If you think, yes, I absolutely agree, put a 5. If you think, probably 4. If you think, I really don't have an opinion, put a 3. If you think, I'm not quite sure, put a 2, etc. You get it? Second one, you can make yourself great if you put in many hours of practice. The third one, if you find your natural talent, you will be great from the first day and achieve fame and fortune. And the last one, people usually do get better when beginning a particular activity, but stop making improvements fairly soon after. So go ahead and rate those 1 to 5 on each one. Let's look down at part 2. We're going to be reading an article, Jeff Colvin's What It Takes to Be Great, and it uses a lot of language around research. So we're going to use those words to put into the chart. Now you can see there's 9 words there, kind of in italics right above the chart. Each one of those goes one place. So you can see 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1 all the way across, and then 2 below. Each one of those is going to get one of those words. So you are trying to match these words with each of the categories. So you're looking first for authors of a study. Which of these words have a similar meaning? So scientific, findings, conclude, observations, researchers, publication, study, experts, question. So if you've read through those, maybe you choose experts. It has a similar meaning to authors of a study. and you would put that right on where number 1 goes under authors of a study. You're going to continue in that way, filling out all of the rest of the words into the table. And that's going to complete your part 2 of activity 2. So once you've done those 2 parts, you can submit that assignment. All right, today's independent work. You are going to start your chess tutorials today, learning about all the different pieces in chess so that you can learn how to play chess. Now, I know some of you have played before. Great. I've played for many, many years, and I did these tutorials too, and I think they're really good, and they're helpful to just to go back and build some knowledge base. And especially in this specific platform, you may not have used the board laid out like this, so it's important to do that. You're going to do that on lichess.org. We'll get there in a minute. The other thing is the activity number 2 that we've already finished. So really you can focus on your 6 tutorials. Now you're going to have a quiz on Friday on these. So you have until then to complete them, but because you don't have any other work for today, I would recommend just blowing through as many as you possibly can today. So how do you get to your chess website? Now I've built out a page in Canvas for you. If you're not familiar with Canvas or you're not using it as much as Google Classroom, I will make sure that I link you to there from Google Classroom as well. But in Canvas, there's a page as part of today's work that walks you through why we're doing this and then goes step by step with pictures about how to set up an account and which tutorials to complete. So let's look at that together. All right, so here's a look at your Canvas homepage. Now if you go into the Modules tab, you'll see everything is arranged day by day for each of the days of class that we've had work. And week 3 is this week. And you can see it's grayed out because it is unlocked the morning of the assignment. All right, so here's today's work. You can see I always give you the times that we meet and then what your independent work is. And then you can see begin your chess tutorials using this page. Now you can also get there by clicking next because I've made it a sub page. So here you go. This is all of the information. You're going to use this link here that'll take you to lichess.org, and then you're going to follow this little tutorial here of how to sign in and register for an account. I gave you some information about how to choose your username and password. These are the 6 tutorials you're going to do this week. Remember, you need to complete them by Friday, but I would really recommend you get through as many as you can today. And on Friday, you will have that quiz that will cover each of those pieces and how they move across the board. All right, as always, if you have questions or comments, please leave them in the chat or send me an email if you need to meet with me individually, especially if you're struggling or falling behind or need help completing work. Please let me know. I am available to meet with you during the afternoons, and I would love to help you. So thank you guys. Thank you for your work, and I will see you tomorrow.